Corbin's been acquitted, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be a busy summer for cops.
Ah, you're crazy. Corbin's all right. He always gave us plenty of stuff to carry, didn't he?
Yeah?
I saw him at the Bijou once. Gee, but he was handsome.
Yeah, but he kills people.
So does rheumatism.
Are you kidding, Ace?
Why lamb now? The heat's off, ain't it? Stay here and rest.
What do you want to travel for? As soon as you get outside the city limits, it's all hush-hush.
Sure.
No, wait a minute, you mugs. Did you ever hear of anybody talking me out of anything I wanted to do?
All right, Ace. Be stubborn.
Well, I always have been, I always will be.
Listen, Ace. If you want a little vacation, why don't you come along with us up to the Springs for a few days?
That's the idea.
Come on with us.
No, boys, I'm getting out.
What do you mean you're getting out?
I'm through, washed up, all done. When I get on the train, that's the end of Ace Corbin. I'm going away and I'm never coming back. Yeah, where I go, I'll be somebody else than I have been here. A new name, new way of doing business, new friends, new everything.
You better speak to him. He's goofy.
Running out on us, eh?
No, I'm running out on myself.
It's going straight.
Well, maybe going straight doesn't pay. I don't know. But, boys, I'm sure going to find out.
You mean you're going to run out without getting square with Pete Manning, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
A guy that framed you into a murder charge and lammed?
You owe him something for that.
Yeah, and that's one debt I'm not going to try to pay. Jimmy, you can add that to your collection.
You better keep it. Even good men have to blast themselves loose sometimes.
Maybe.
Well, goodbye, sweetheart.
Goodbye, darling.
Uh-oh, now don't you cry now. I'll write to you every day. My picture.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And remember, the climate on the coast is much healthier for you than here.
Yeah. Very kindly to come and see me off.
All aboard! Now, don't forget what I told you.
Every word.
Ticket, please.
Say, conductor, is there a drawing room vacant on the car behind?
Well, yes, I think so.
Could you move me back there? You see, I've some friends.
Certainly. Drawing room D. I'll have the porter move your baggage.
Thanks.
Come in.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you find a Pullman conductor for me?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, here he is. What can I do for you, miss?
I'm moving into the car behind. Oh, yes, sir. D.
All for lunch.
Pardon me.
Can you tell me the way to the dining car?
Yes, it's this way. As a matter of fact, I'm going there too. May I?
Well, after all, we are neighbors, aren't we?
Yes.
Sorry, the dining car is the other way.
Been traveling quite a bit?
Uh-huh. Abroad, mostly.
Oh. Stop very long in Chicago?
No, about half an hour. Just enough time to get from the Century train to this one. But is your home?
It was.
Oh. Are you going to stay in California long?
I have the faintest idea. I'm completely footloose.
And fancy-free?
Yes, up to now.
Oh, that's delightful.
Yeah, that's the word. I'm just going to roam and loaf and see what happens.
And what do you expect to happen?
Something nice?
Something exciting?
No, interesting. I've had my fill of excitement.
What do you call interesting? I said, what do you call
I heard you. You want my answer?
Yes.
You.
Oh. How direct.
I meant it to be. Excitement's one thing, but believe me, it can be very dull. Interesting adventure, that's something else again. And you're the most interesting adventure
I think I better go in.
Oh, please don't go in yet.
Why do you feel so strange sitting here talking to someone I scarcely know? Uncle and Aunt would have a fit if they could see me now.
Oh, don't you live with your parents?
No, I have none. My uncle has managed the estate ever since I was quite a little girl.
Oh, Miss Keniston.
Oh, Mr. Graham.
Now that we're better acquainted, don't you think that Bruce and Eleanor would be less of a strain?
I think it sounds fair enough.
Eleanor Keniston. I like that name.
You do? Why?
Why not? You having fun?
For no good reason.
So am I. And you believe me when I tell you that sitting here talking to you about nothing that matters, I'm having more real fun than I've had in years.
Really? Why?
Shall I tell you?
No. Let me guess. Then when we get to, say, Albuquerque, you can tell me if I was right.
Looks like job lot stuff.
What do you think, they're fakes?
Why, sure. Factories turn that stuff out in bales.
Oh, you're cockeyed. Made here. Here.
Say, why the
Tourists expect it.
Glad to hear something's on the level.
Oh, Oh, look at these little men. Oh, aren't they
Oh, now,
cute?
that's what I call a handsome fella. Come on, let's take him along for good luck.
Yeah.
How much that?
$2.
Sold. Refreshing, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You know, back east, I'd almost forgotten there were such things as stars and a moon.
Nothing is... I find it much healthier out here.
Yes, one's apt to live much longer, too. Wish I never had to go back.
Would be nice, wouldn't it?
You mean it?
All aboard!
Yeah, come on.
Goodbye, sweetheart.
Goodbye.
I'll write to you every day, darling. Oh, just a minute. Here's my picture. Goodbye.
Well, one more day.
Yeah. It has been fun, hasn't it?
Grand fun. Good night, Bruce.
Good night.
I wonder why she doesn't want me to meet him.
Eleanor's a wise girl. I once met a girl on a train, and she forgot to wire her husband not to meet her at the station.
What happened?
All the shots went wild. Here, take one.
Oh, boy. Hey, I've got it. She's got a boob in tow. Remember that sucker she brought in from Milwaukee the last time?
Yeah.
Sure, it's a bankroll. And boy, how we need it.
Say, boss, there's a baby face out there that just beat us for $6,200.
$6,200?
What'll we do?
Ask the gentleman to step in here. Shoot 50 cents.
You mind stepping in the office a minute?
What for?
Your money. Can't I wait in here? The payoff's in there.
Good evening.
How do you do? Sit down.
Thank you.
Have a cigar?
No, thanks. I don't smoke.
I do.
Have a drink?
No, thanks. I don't drink.
I do.
6,200, wasn't it?
Exactly right. Excuse me. I'd rather have the cash.
We'd rather pay in cash. Saves bookkeeping. But our customers have had a lot of trouble with Manning's crowd.
Manning? Yeah. He runs out of the ship. They've been holding up our patrons.
Oh. That's why we insist on your taking a check.
Well, if you insist.
Who will I make it out to?
Charles T. Pearson, Jr. Oh, thank you.
Not at all. It's a pleasure.
Good night. Call again. I will.
Good night.
Good night.
It's a pleasure. Boss, it's as good as here already. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, let me help you with your coat.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, yes, it's chilly riding back in those taxis. There was a man out here last week, and he took a terrible cold. I wouldn't want that to happen to you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
All right.
Here it is.
Where is it? As good as here already.
Huh? The dirty double-crosser. I'll get even with him for this.
How are we going to cover that check?
I got it. Maybe Eleanor.
You know, trains travel too fast.
Much.
Where should we dine this evening?
I don't know whether I can.
Oh, now, you're not going to disappoint me our first evening in town.
Depends what Uncle and Aunt have arranged.
I'll call you up. What's the number?
Well, I'd rather get in touch with you. Where are you going to be stopping?
The Burkewoods. When will you call?
As soon as I can.
Will you call me this afternoon?
Expect so.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Yoo-hoo! Eleanor! Oh, Eleanor! Yoo-hoo! Oh. Oh, here you are. Hello, Jeeves. Glad to see you. Just a minute, I'll be out. Okay. Oh, hey, give me a towel, will you? Don't rub off all the dirt. Save some for me. How'd you know I was home? Floor jumper in the elevator told me. Oh. Besides, you left your door open. Oh, I did? Well, how are you? I'm on the edge between a hangover and the jitters. I'm a correspondent. For what? You remember that guy Krantz that was chasing around after me? Yeah. Well, his wife, the old horse face, she's suing him for divorce and naming me it. You don't say. And all we did was take a trip to Havana. And she gets the wrong idea. Gee, it's swell to have you home, Angel. Now, what's the dirt with you? Oh, nothing. What? Back from the east and no dirt? I'm in a spot. What kind of a spot? I'm in love. Huh? Who with? Man I met in the train? Bruce Graham.
Oh, one of those train romances. So what?
I don't know.
Have you told Joe?
No. But I'm going to.
And get yourself a nice little sock in the jaw, huh?
Yeah, I know it's a mess. And Joe's always shot square with me. Or what he calls square, which makes it worse.
Hey, you mean you want to get married?
I never wanted anything so much in all my life.
Does he know about you?
No. And I'm not going to tell him. I can't. I won't. I'm Miss Tennyson to him, not La Velle. You know, I've got a right to try and get out of this. I've played with the crowd, and I've shot square with them in the crowd's way. But I hate it. I've always hated it. And now I've got this chance to get out. I'm going to take it, and I won't let Joe stop me. I won't.
You're going to tell Joe all this?
Yeah, I know. It's going to be tough. But I got to make him understand.
Oh, you're going to make him understand. Well, you take my tip and don't try. If you're really in love with someone on the outside and you want to make the grade with them on the up and up, you pack a bag and lamb out of here and do it now. Go to your good luck, Johnny. But, honey, pray that Joe never finds you.
Hello, darling.
Here's Joe. Well, I think I'd better be going. Hello, Joe. Bye.
Hey, what's the matter with her? She seems to be in a hurry.
Oh, she's got a date with a judge.
Good morning.
Good morning. Nice of you to send the flowers.
Oh, that's all right, babe. My, I'm glad you're back.
Huh?
Say, that telegram was great news.
Huh?
Where's the boob?
The who?
The boob. The John, the sucker. That's why he didn't want me to meet you, wasn't it?
Yeah. He got off the hook.
Sure. That's the kind of luck I'm running in. Couldn't have brought back a live one.
Hmm? What's wrong?
Manning's put the cleaner to me. His mob scared all the customers away from my boat. I haven't even got enough dough left to pay off the help.
Ah. You've been in tight corners you've got out of before?
It's crepes this time. By tomorrow, I'll be plastered all over town as a welcher. Got a flock of checks out that'll bounce back. And you know what it means to welch.
Oh, gee, I'm sorry. I had no idea it was as bad as that.
Eleanor, you've always shot square with me. That's what makes it so tough when I'm going to tell you. I know it's going to hurt, but the way things are, I think it's best for you to give me up. Call it quits.
Well, if you're giving me the air...
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm trying to give you a break. I've scraped up about $900. Here, you take it. It's enough to get you to London, Paris, or Berlin. Yeah, they've probably forgotten all about you over there by now.
What kind of a heel do you take me for?
Listen, in our game, there's only one answer to a welcher, and not a chance to dodge. That's why I want you to beat it before the blow-off.
And there's just one thing I won't do, and that is run out while there's trouble. How much do you need?
$9 grand.
Well, maybe I can get it for you.
Where would you get it from?
I'll tell you when I give it to you. Meet me at Adolph's.
Hello, operator. This is Mr. Graham. I'm sorry to trouble you again, but are you sure that Miss Eleanor Keniston hasn't called me yet? All right, keep watching for it, will you?
Yes, Mr. Graham. I'll be sure to look out for it. That guy in 412 is sure running a temperature for some gal.
Casey boy, fill that up, kid. How are you, baby?
Well, Blooey, how are
I
you?
never saw you looking so good in your entire... Oh, come in, Joe. Meet my boss, Joe Burke. This is my pal, Ace Corbin.
How do you do?
I'm glad to see you. Well, go right in. Sit down.
Why didn't you let me know you was coming out of here?
Well, I'll tell you, Blooey, I planned to keep it quiet. How'd you know I was here?
Well, I saw you registering this morning, but you was in the elevator before I could get to you.
Yeah, what brought you out here?
Well, you see, you see, there was a girl in the East, and I didn't know she's Red Dugan's girl. And when Red Dugan found out, well, anyway, I always wanted to see California.
What's on your mind?
Burke runs a casino, one of the ships off the coast.
Oh, yeah?
Blooey will vouch for me. I'm a square shooter on the up and up.
Just like you, Ace. A credit to the community.
I've got a great racket, full layout and everything, an established business. And if you're out here looking for a chance to get into something, I might consider taking in a partner.
No, thanks. I'm not interested.
It's a soft spot for you, Ace. You know, I wouldn't steer you into anything that wasn't good.
Listen, I'm out here to enjoy myself, and that's all.
Sure. You're going to have the time of your life shooting up Pete Manning.
Is he here?
Of course, Ace. You wouldn't keep tabs on the whereabouts of a guy that double-crossed you. Everybody knows what a forgiving nature you got. Don't they, Blooey?
Oh, sure. Ace always sends flowers.
I'm going to lay my cards right on the table. You see, I haven't any more use for Manning than you have. He's my opposition. But I'm here to tell you that you can't get him alone. He's got a mob around him. Now, you come in with me, and I'll turn my outfit over to you to run.
Now, get this straight. Whether you believe it or not, I'm not looking for Pete Manning. Say, this is a pleasure trip, a vacation. Yeah, I'm going to laugh and play and have fun like other people.
That all?
Sure. Hello? Oh, what a relief. Say, I was beginning to think you might not call. Listen, Eleanor, I planned so many things for us, What? Oh, why not?
I'm dreadfully sorry. It just can't be helped. Well, something happened. No. I simply can't.
Nothing wrong with you, I hope. Oh, your uncle. Anything serious? Oh, well, of course, if he's as bad as all that. Well, what does the doctor say? Think you can get away this evening? Oh, all right. Well, what about tomorrow?
I'll try my best. Oh, no. Of course I wouldn't spoil your vacation. Yes, dear. Goodbye. There's a break for you. Meet the right man at last, and then I have to pass him up. Nobody's forcing you. Well, I couldn't walk out on Joe while he's down and out. It's the time to walk out on him.
Say now, Ace, if you'd only let me explain
cut
the
it.
situation...
I'm not interested, and I don't want to hear any more about it.
Well, I guess you're in love, all right.
Well, what of it?
Say, I know how it is myself. Which reminds me, by the way, she's waiting for me now. Do you mind if I use your phone?
Go ahead.
Republic 5191. Oh, Ace. Your girl live out here?
Yeah, why?
Well, if you don't mind my asking, her name is Eleanor who?
Keniston. Did you ever hear of her?
I know. No, I never heard the name.
No, I didn't think so. She's not the kind of girl we're used to traveling with.
All right, Adolph. Joe Burke. I want to talk to Miss La Velle.
I beg your pardon. Joe is calling you, Miss La Velle.
Hello, Joe.
Oh, hi, babe. Well, I'm just finishing up some business. Well, now you wait for me. Yeah, I'll be right over. All right, babe. Say, how about joining us at lunch? My girl's got a friend.
Oh, thanks.
Well, glad to have met you anyway.
Glad to see you. Drop in again sometime.
So long, Ace.
So long, Blooey.
Oh, Ace. You don't mind if I hang around with you for a while, do you?
No, not at all. Glad to have you.
See you later, boss.
So long.
What's worrying you, Ace?
Say, Blooey, what does a fella do on a vacation?
Go fishing?
Yeah, where?
Off our boat? Just a thought. No, on the level. What's worrying you?
For the first time in years, not a thing.
No, I mean it. What you doing out here?
If I tell you, will you believe me?
Sure.
I'm stopping off here on my way to heaven.
Well, Ace, I said I'd believe you, and I'll try, but,
Don't strain yourself, Blooey. See if you can understand this. I'm trying to get a young lady to marry me.
I thought you said heaven.
Yeah, and I meant it. Blooey, she's no moll. She's a real girl.
Where'd you meet her?
Oh, on the train.
I once met a girl on the train, and she
Never
forgot...
mind. This is different. Yes, another reason why I want the kind of a life other people have a chance at. You know, real people.
Well, if you're going to talk riddles, I'll do a few tricks. Here, take one.
Are you still pulling that one?
Look at it.
Mark Dig, huh?
Yeah, I took him off the ship. You see, I play a lot of solitaire, and it helps my game.
Hello, Jane.
Hello, Joe.
You any good?
5,000 was all I could get. It'll help a little.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't have let you do it if I'd known.
What of it?
I tried to sell a half interest in the boat to Ace Corbin.
Who's he?
He's a big shot and doesn't like Manning. Now, if I could have got him
Here's Manning now. Oh, well, I think I'd better be going.
Hello, Burke.
Hi, Manning.
A friend of mine got a check from you, Burke. $6,200. I knew you were a responsible operator, so I cashed it for him. The bank telephoned me this morning. It bounced back.
There must be some mistake.
That's what I said. Suppose we walk down to your bank and take care of it.
Joe can take care of some of it right now.
I want it all.
Why, I didn't deposit today. If you bring the check on board, I'll be glad to cash it.
Sure, that's all right. We'll be on board for it.
I shouldn't come on board if I were you, Mr. Manning.
Why?
A friend of Joe's will be there. And he doesn't like you.
Who?
Ace Corbin. He's Joe's partner now.
I see. I heard he was in town.
Yeah. And I shouldn't hang around in the night air looking for him. You might get some rust on that steel shirt of yours.
I'll be glad to see Ace again.
Have you gone goofy? I just got through telling you I couldn't get Corbin to come in with me.
Well, it won't do Manning any harm to think so. Anyhow, I'd rather like to meet this Ace Corbin. Maybe I could sell him the idea.
Come on in, boy. Put the ice on the table there, will you?
Stay where you are, Corbin.
Sure. What do you want?
Manning Charles to drop in.
Oh, Manning, eh?
Yeah. He sent word for you to clear out of town tonight.
Yeah? Well, you go back and tell Manning I'm gonna stay right here. And if he doesn't lay off me and keep you clowns out of my hair, I'm gonna take him apart and see what's inside of him. Now, if he's got anything else to say to me, you tell him to come around himself.
Well, if you feel that way about it... Take hands out of your pockets. Reach for the ceiling. Come on, get him, Ace. Get over there. Why, you boys ought to be ashamed of yourself coming around here annoying Mr. Corbin like that. I'll go home and tell your mother you're out, you bad boy. Now, come on, get going. Get going.
Well, I'm sorry you boys don't drink.
I do.
Thanks, Blooey.
Think nothing of it. Quiet around here, ain't it? Let's go to a fight. Come on, boy. Down the breadbasket. You don't like it. That's it. Down there. Down there. Right, come on. Bring it up. Bring it up. Let me have it. Let me have it.
Hey, this is a good fight.
Sure. When we run out of fights, we can see some shows. Take a crack at golf. I'm going to see if you enjoy yourself while you're out here. That's the first time I ever saw Manning at a prize fight.
Yeah.
2 rows behind you on your left, sitting with Blooey.
Okay.
Come on, boys. That's Manning's car.
Wake up, buddy. Keep still. Look inside, Blooey. You might find something.
They had a Tommy all set for you.
Yeah, hop in. Get going, buddy. Make it snappy. Go ahead. I'll show you where.
On the paper. Look, that's your car.
That's all, buddy. Now go back and tell Manning I'm much obliged for the use of his car.
Well, looks like you were going to spend the rest of your vacation dodging Manning.
Yeah, looks like it. Blooey, you go and tell Burke that I'll take over his boat tomorrow night if he'll stay off the ship and let me handle things my own way.
Put her there, Ace.
Sometimes even a good man has to blast his way loose. Boy, I'm going to have a vacation if I have to kill a few guys. Good night, Blooey.
Good night, Ace. See you tomorrow.
Right away. This way to the casino, folks. This way to the casino. Leaving right away. This way to the casino. Right over here to the palace. All along to the casino. Leaving right this way, folks. Palace taxi, leaving right over.
Palace taxi leaving right away, folks. Yes. Palace. Hey, Hey, what are you doing?
Keep your mouth shut.
What's the big idea?
What do you say we take a walk? Come on.
Casino, folks, tonight. You'll have a good time. Casino. Casino. All aboard the casino. Casino, folks. Road is leaving for the casino. Casino, folks, tonight. Road leaving for the casino, folks. Casino.
Manning went on board 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, how many taxis is he running? 4. Get them all as fast as they come in.
Aboard for the casino. Road leaving. Casino, folks.
On right away from the casino, folks. Right away, folks. Come on, lift your feet.
Hey, Bill, quiet. Take it easy.
Come on. Going right out, folks. Right away. Right here, sir. Going right away to the casino. Right away. Going right away to the casino. Right away. Leaving right away. Everything's all set.
Let's go.
Leaving for the casino. Leaving for the casino. Casino, folks, going right out. Casino, going right out. All aboard, folks, leaving. Folks, going right out.
You'll have to buy me lots and lots of chips.
Yes, yes, of course, my darling. Anything you want.
Sounds too good to be true.
I think you're right.
Gee, just take a look at that. Look at the mob. You mean a lot to Joe.
Who's Joe?
Drinks, Roger.
Well, yes, yes, of course.
Here, take a card. Look at it. Put it back. Five of hearts.
No.
4 of spades.
No.
Great crowd out there, Ace, and more coming all the time.
Yeah, how's the take?
More dough than I've seen in months.
Well, this is only just the beginning.
That's what the new administration does.
Well, if Manning wants any customers, he better start ferrying them over in his private speedboat. Did you get all the taxis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jack of clubs.
No.
3 of diamonds.
Well, what'd I tell you?
Now listen,
Let me see.
Champagne cocktail.
Oh, my dear.
Champagne cocktail.
Eleanor,
Hello, Bruce.
I thought you couldn't get away.
Well, my uncle suddenly took a turn for the better.
Oh, gee, why didn't you phone me?
I was going to. I couldn't.
Well, it doesn't matter. I found you again. Come on, let's get a table where we can talk.
Who's he?
Does it matter?
No. But I always wonder what's underneath things.
So I've discovered.
You know, Roger, someday your curiosity is going to get you into a lot of trouble.
Well?
Well,
How'd you happen to find this place?
we thought we'd go sightseeing. Give me a cigarette.
Eleanor, this is no place for a nice girl like you. You're far above this kind of thing.
Do you think so?
Sure. Few nice people come here, but there's a tough crowd behind the scenes. There's always danger of trouble.
How do you know?
Well, I've seen the gambling racket in New York.
Well, if it's as bad as all that, what are you doing here?
Say, I had to find some excitement. I'd have gone crazy in that hotel alone. Or died an unnatural death.
Here, cash that check, Miss Wilson. Sorry, but I can't take care of you.
What do you mean you can't take care of me? You can't store me like that.
But we don't cash personal checks during gambling hours.
Can that personal check stuff? Joe Burke, the owner, gave me this check for money I won, $6,200.
Bruce, did you ever stop to think that I might have invented an excuse for not seeing you? Because I was afraid of falling too much in love with you?
Did you?
I guess it wasn't much use.
Mr. Corbin, Ben wants you.
Corbin?
Yeah. Corbin, not Graham. Excuse me.
You haven't got enough money to pay off.
Pardon me. You have a check to be cashed?
Yes, and you bet your life I want the money.
Yeah, I see it. Well, 6,200, eh?
Right.
Here we are. There. Now let me make a few remarks. I'd like you all to know that all these tables are on the square and that we always pay our obligations. We enjoy the patronage of ladies and gentlemen. And naturally, we object to people coming aboard and telling us that we're thieves and crooks. So if you don't mind, now that you have your money, I'd appreciate it if you left the ship.
It's all right with me.
Just a minute, jockey. The boys want to make you feel at home.
Well, it's a good thing you had that money.
Oh, that's quite all right. I'm glad to do it. Good night.
Good night. Hey, look out.
Shut up if you know what's good for you. You know, a little fellow like you shouldn't carry so much money around. It's mighty dangerous. I'll go back and tell Manning to keep his rats off my ship. Hey, boys. Take this mug and throw him in the water over by the palace. His ears are dirty.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Hey, you better count it. That guy's crooked.
Well, I guess there isn't much to say, is there? See, my name is Ace Corbin. I'm running this ship. I met a lady on the train. The first one I'd ever known. So I changed my name. Well, I guess I was a fool to shoot at the star. You'd have found out sooner or later. I'm sorry.
Ace, it doesn't make any difference.
Hey, what's wrong around here? Nobody in there. Where was all the taxis?
I don't know, but the casino's doing plenty of business.
Clean those glasses.
That's one of my
taxis. 2 of them. What are they doing? Going out to the casino? Harry, get some of the boys up here.
Okay.
Where'd you come from?
Out of the water.
What?
Yeah. Corbin's men threw me in.
Oh, they did they?
Yes, he said for you to keep your rats off of his ship.
Yeah? Get the speedboat around here. I'll put something better on board for them.
Off to the gangway!
Come on, boys, let's beat it.
Eleanor, you know, that vacation stuff was straight. I didn't intend to get mixed up in any more rackets. I'm going to quit for good and we'll get out of here.
Where to?
Any place. I don't care, do you?
No.
What do you want me to plan it?
Swing across the bow and toss it on the forward deck.
Yeah. Well, that's getting too hot for me. Don't get burned, darling. Come on, war horse.
Well, I guess it's all over. Yeah. And I came out here to get away from all this. Well, boys, you better go ashore and get some sleep.
You hurt?
No. You shouldn't have stayed.
I couldn't leave.
Good morning, and thanks. Well, breakfast is served.
Looks like there's a storm blowing up.
Oh, that's a mere trifle. Just say the word and I'll have it stopped in the sun out in about... Whoa! Well, I'll have the sun out in about 15 minutes. Think you better eat while it's still on the table.
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
Yes, sir.
Put it back in there. Seven of spades.
Ngầu là nó bắt đầu là nó ngồi người đó, tuy là cũng quan trọng người đó. Nó bố thổi bạc chứ đó. Nó sẽ phải đây đó.
Did you say yes or no?
Nó phải rồi là nó bố thổi bạc cơ mà nó không ngồi người đi rồi mà. Nó sẽ phải đây chứ đó.
Oh! Two of hearts.
No, có rằng á.
You game to marry me as soon as we get ashore?
Marry you?
Sure. We'll take the first train out of here and look for that some place we talked about. Come in. Hey, Corbin. Yeah.
The district attorney wants to see you.
What about?
The bombing on board last night.
Okay, tell him I'll be down later.
He's waiting for you now.
Oh, I suppose it wouldn't do to keep the district attorney waiting. Do you mind staying here till I get back there?
No, of course not.
Sorry, but she'll have to come, too.
Why?
Our instructions are to bring along anyone found with you.
Listen, she isn't mixed up in this.
Those are our orders.
Okay. Well, dear, I guess we'd better go along.
All right.
I tell you, I didn't know anything about it. I wasn't on board last night. I stayed at home.
But you have a pretty fair idea who did it, haven't you?
No.
You don't think for one instant that Pete Manning would do a thing like that?
Well, why should he? We're the best of friends.
Who was in charge of the boat last night?
Ace Corbin.
You imported him here from Chicago, didn't you?
No.
Didn't you bring him out here to start trouble?
No. He came out here on a vacation.
Oh, on a vacation. I see. Yeah? Oh, yeah, send him in.
This is Ace Corbin, Mr. Travers.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Sorry to trouble you. Mr. Burke tells me you're out here on a little vacation.
Yes, I thought I was.
From what I gather, it's been rather exciting.
Rather? Mr. Travers, I wish to protest against bringing this young lady down here.
We found her on the boat with him.
Oh.
You see, she'd never been in contact with the police before, and there's no reason why you should subject...
Sit down. You sit down, young lady.
Thanks.
I needn't caution you about your legal rights. I presume you're thoroughly familiar with them. Are you willing to answer a few questions?
No, I'm afraid not.
Of course, you needn't answer if you don't wish to. But in that event, I shall have to take you before the grand jury.
Well, that's your privilege.
Are you, young lady, willing to voluntarily answer a few questions?
Oh, I don't mind.
What is your name?
Eleanor Keniston.
Since when? We know you as Eleanor La Velle. Which name do you prefer today?
La Velle.
Where do you live?
832 North Bronson.
Oh, that's the same address as Mr. Burke.
Yes.
Then you know Mr. Burke.
Yes.
How long have you known him?
Oh, about 2 years.
Would it be impertinent to ask what are your relations with Mr. Burke? You needn't answer if you don't wish to. I understand. Were you on the boat last night?
Yes.
Did you remain there?
Yes.
There was a bomb thrown aboard. Did you see the person or persons who did it?
No.
Do you know Mr. Peter Manning?
By sight only?
Can you testify whether he or his crowd did it?
No.
You're following the code of not peaching on one another, is that it? I see. We're not getting anywhere. But I know what's in your minds. You're going to even up your own scores in your own way. Unfortunately, we can't stop gambling operations on your ship. But you're dealing now with the federal government. And we do not like gambling wars on the high seas. However, if you persist, Mr. Corbin, in carrying on your operations, I shall see to it that you get a nice long vacation. That's all.
Outfit. Looking for a chance at us.
Yeah. Well, let's meet later on the boat and talk it over.
That's all right with me.
Come on, hurry. Come on, let's go back. Come on. Come on, get in here, quick. Come on, will you? Right to the casino, quick. All right.
That's the real reason you didn't want me to meet you at the train.
Yes?
And I thought you were bringing home a sucker. Looks like I'm the sap. Made a sap of me all the way across the country.
Everybody's crooked to you. Nobody's got any decency, least of all me. Well, listen. I was all set to leave you when you yourself gave me the way out. And I didn't take it. Because I couldn't leave you while you were in a fix. But I was only waiting till you were on your feet again.
You mean till you were sure of your new nest?
Ace. You believe me, don't you?
Miss Eleanor Keniston. And I thought you were the real thing.
Well, I thought you were too, Mr. Bruce Graham.
Miss Eleanor Keniston.
No, shut up.
Bruce Graham.
Oh, all right, go ahead and laugh. Say, all my life I've laughed too at suckers when dames took them for a ride.
But I was on the level about loving you.
Love me? Why, you two-timey little chisel, you couldn't even shoot square with Burke, let alone me. Do you think I'm the kind of a guy that'll double-cross a partner for a dame when there's 1,000 like her running around loose?
I think you're just a pair of rotten heels.
Boy? Yeah, got me. Come on.
Watch.
Come on, boy.
Watch.
Manny's crowd.
I know. Get in there and watch the door.
Ace. Ace. Come here, quick.
Well, is it?
Look. They'll mow us down.
Blooey, do you know how to trip that anchor chain?
You mean set this tub adrift?
That's it.
The waves will sweep the deck.
Yeah, that'll be too bad for Manning. And get the life preservers, too.
Ace, what happened?
What about Burke?
He's almost done for.
Hold on, get into these light belts.
Why don't you put it on?
I just as soon go out this way as any other.
Ah, shut up and get this on. Come on, turn around. Come on.
They're newlyweds. They're all the same. They tried to hide it, but it sticks out of them like a light. Ain't that right, mister?
Boy, you sound like a good guesser.
Yeah.
Here, take a card.
Having fun?
Oh, am I?
So am I.